Hey, Jason here from Simply Swider. Is your LG washer flashing a PE error code and suddenly stopping mid-cycle? I know how frustrating that is, but here's the good news. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact steps to fix this problem. Good news is, most of the time, it's something simple you can handle yourself without calling a tech. Before we get started, if you run into any questions, jump into our Facebook group, links in the description. We've got thousands of people helping each other fix their appliances, and I pop in there daily to help out. So, the most common culprit is just a temporary glitch in the system. You'll know this is what you're dealing with when that PE code pops up right when you start a wash cycle. But the machine was working fine before. Here's what happens. Sometimes the control board just gets confused and throws this error even though nothing's actually wrong. The fix takes less than 5 minutes. Unplug your washer from the wall for at least 30 seconds. I recommend waiting a full 2 minutes to be safe, then plug it back in and restart your cycle. This simple reset solves the PE error about 40% of the time, so it's definitely worth trying first. Don't ask me why, but sometimes these machines just need a quick brain reset. Another really common issue is when that little air trap pipe gets clogged up with gunk. You'll know it's this when the PE error keeps coming back even after you've reset the machine. What's happening is there's a tiny pipe that connects to your water level sensor and it gets blocked with mold, soap scum, or hard water buildup, especially if you've got really hard water. Here's how you fix it. First, always unplug the machine for safety. You'll need a screwdriver to remove the top cover, usually just two screws in the back. Look for a small clear or white tube connected to the pressure switch. Gently detach that tube and blow through it to clear any blockage, or use compressed air if you have it. Sometimes just shaking it loose will do the trick. I had this customer last month who was ready to buy a new washer, and it turned out to be just a clogged tube. Took me 2 minutes to fix. If you're still getting that PE error after trying a reset and clearing the air tube, then you're probably looking at a bad pressure sensor. This is the part that actually monitors your water level using air pressure changes. When it fails, it can't send the right signal to your control board. You'll know it's the sensor when the error persists, no matter what you do, and maybe you notice the washer isn't filling with the right amount of water. The fix here is replacing the sensor. Disconnect power, remove that top panel, and swap out the old sensor for a new OEM part. Make sure you match the model number exactly. Here's where things get a bit more technical. Sometimes the wiring between your pressure sensor and the control board gets loose, corroded, or damaged. You'll suspect this when the PE error shows up randomly. Maybe it works fine for a few loads, then bam, there's that code again. To check this, you'll want to visually inspect the wire harness for any obvious damage, loose connections, or corrosion. If you have a multimeter and are comfortable using it, you can test the wiring. Look for the purple and white wires going to the pressure sensor. These should read about 3 volts DC when everything's working properly. If you're not familiar with electrical testing, this is a good time to call a professional. The least common but most expensive problem is when your main control board goes bad. This is what processes all the signals from your water level sensor. You'll know it's the board when you've tested everything else. New sensor, clear pipes, good wiring, but that PE error just won't go away. At this point, you're looking at a pretty complex repair that's probably going to require a professional. Control boards are tricky to diagnose and expensive to replace, so this might be where you call someone like me. All right, so the PE code on your LG washer means there's an issue with the water level sensor system. Now, I'm going to walk you through the most common causes of this error, starting with the absolute simplest fixes and working our way up to the more involved ones. Trust me, about 70% of the time, it's going to be something you can knock out in under 10 minutes. The pressure sensor, that's the main culprit most of the time. You're looking at anywhere from about $5 to $50 depending on your exact model and where you shop. You can find these at appliance parts stores, online retailers, or even some Walmarts carry them. This is definitely worth fixing yourself. It's a pretty straightforward swap once you get that top panel off. Just make sure you get the exact OEM part number for your model. Here's the best news. If it's just that air trap tube that's clogged, this fix is completely free. You're not replacing anything, just clearing out the blockage. The tube itself rarely needs replacing unless it's cracked or damaged. If you do need a new one, they're usually under $10. This is hands down the easiest repair. Even if you've never worked on appliances before, you can handle blowing through a little tube. Now, you can see right there on your screen the most common LG washer models that run into these PE error issues. Take a look. You might even spot your own model up there. The good news is the fix is pretty much the same across all these models, so the steps I've shown you should work regardless of which specific LG washer you've got. Here's your action plan for fixing the LGP error code. Step 1, try the reset by unplugging for 2 minutes. Step 2, clean out the air trap tube. These two fixes solve about 70% of PE errors. If you're still seeing the error after both steps, then move on to checking the pressure sensor. Remember, always unplug the washer before doing any work. If you need to replace the pressure sensor, it's still a pretty affordable DIY repair. Remember, try these fixes in order from simplest to most complex. If you guys know someone who's having appliance troubles, please send them the link to this video or a link to my channel where I have tons of other videos showing how to fix pretty common issues with appliances, sometimes for free or as little cost as possible. It sure beats having a repairman come out and spending several hundred for them to fix it when it could be something so simple. If this helped you get your LG washer working again, hit that like button and drop a comment below. Let me know which fix worked for you. Really helps other people with the same problem. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We'll get this out to more folks who need to save some time and money. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.